Well, here we are, everybody, returning to NCT 127. We are doing Promise You. And the interesting thing is, I can already see, just by looking at here, this is probably going to be a little bit more ballady, or at least slow. So I'm actually kind of interested to see how that is handled. Yeah, pretty interesting indeed. Pretty interesting. So let's see how they handle something a little bit more slow. Maybe, a little bit more of the different emotions in which their songs have usually not been. So let's check it. Let's see how they handle this. I'm assuming good. Whoa. Okay.
내가 못했던 말이 자꾸 떠올라만 나를 so wake 네가 없는 동안에 누굴 봐도 어디 가도 멈춰버린 듯 시간이가 too slow to wait it
Feeling so hard 다시 널 만날 수만 있다면 아무 일도 없었다면 다시 smile Yeah, promise when 같이 걷던 너의 마음이 지쳤을까 겁이 나 yeah 어떻게 변함없이 항상 여기 있어 난 Yeah 약속할게 다시 만나는 날 안아줄게 한마디 말보다 반가운 날 눈물 차올라도 나 이번엔 전할래 내 마음을 너에게 약속할게 다시 만나는 날 So stay 웃어줄게 그 어떤 말보다 So stay 네가 내게 보여준 것처럼 나 이번엔 전할래 내 마음은 영원해 매일 기다려 So stay 다시 만나는 그날을 So stay 매일 기다려 So stay 다시 만나는 그날을 가장 많이 남은 말이 매일 마음을 맴돌아 이젠 다시 숨김없이 전부 말할 거야 약속할게 다시 만나는 날 약속할게 안아줄게 한마디 말보다 반가운 날 눈물 차올라도
That's fun.
나 이번엔 전할래 내 마음을 너에게 약속할게 다시 만나는 날 웃어줄게 그 어떤 말보다 네가 내게 보여준 것처럼 나 이번엔 전할래 내 마음은 영원해
Interesting. Okay. Well, let's talk about this for a second.
시간이가 too slow to wait it
Feeling so hard 다시 널 만날 수만 있다면 아무 일도 없었다면 다시 smile Yeah, promise when 같이 걷던 너의 말
I like the energy behind this a lot. It's interesting. They didn't let up on the energy that I've kind of come to know them for. it's kind of interesting. We got these chords being played.
Feeling so hard 다시 널 만날 수만 있다면 아무 일도 없었다면 다시 smile
They keep a lot of their energy with the percussions.
Promise when
When this first hit, I almost thought this was the never-ending, never-ending story almost. I was like, whoa.
다시 smile Promise when
At first, anyway. But obviously, it takes quite a bit of a different turn. A lot more lowering. Adding in the claps. This feels pretty kind of like retro 80s with like, you know, they modernized it and kind of K-popized it, I think is the way to go about saying that. The vocals in this one are also just really nicely done. Kind of underrated vocals in a lot of ways, I feel like. There's a lot of nice, just crystal clear tone. A lot of clear pronunciation. Very well emoted as well. I really like how they kind of made this feel. It's kind of like almost a tenderness to it. I like that. Yeah, no, this is nice. I do have to say too, I'm actually pretty impressed with how they were able to wrap the rap line into this. I was actually kind of worried at how that was going to be handled, but honestly, it worked out pretty well. I think that actually ended up being a nice theme because it still keeps that identity that they have. Yeah, this sounds pretty cool. I think another thing is too that's cool about this particular section is the ad-libs that come in with it. It's good. No, I like this. I have to say that made me laugh a little bit just because usually there is some sort of like payoff, like a fade or a lowering in the, you know, in tone, and he's just like woo, almost a woo there. All right, let's go over the rap part one time.
내가 못다 했던 말이 자꾸 떠올라만 날 is always awake 네가 없는 동안에 누굴 봐도 어디 가도 멈춰버린 듯 시간이가 too slow to wait it
Feeling so hard 다시 널 만날 수만 있다면 아무 일도 없었다면 다시 smile Promise when 갇힌 걷던 너의 맘이 지쳤을까
I wonder, it must be kind of a little bit tricky to be in NCT just in general, just because you do have so many members and it goes so much between all the different groups, and then when you get locked in like this, like I'm curious to see how that dynamic plays out. I'm actually kind of curious to see the guide that we'll be doing on Friday for that reason. It's just going to be really interesting to kind of see how this all works behind the scenes as well. But, you know, I think the interesting thing is whenever we have like a hip hop or a rap line come through, that feels like that the first thing that they always do, and it's not a bad thing. It actually kind of makes it more effective in a lot of ways. That is that when it gets to the rap part, they almost like blank it out. They're just like, okay, this is the rap line section. Let's just cut out everything and just let him go. It's always like it's muted, right? Because right before it, you get the whole thing.
Feeling so hard 다시 널 만날 수만 있다면 아무 일도 없었다.
No, this is cool. I like how they handled this. It definitely feels like them, but it also doesn't take away from the emotion of what you're expected to hear from a slower song, more like this. So anyway, let me know what y'all think. We'll discuss this down in the comments below. Thank you. Bye, Victus.